Hi, and welcome to Friday How to Play with Salomé. I'm Salomé Martinez. Have you ever wanted to mix the thrill of a word game with the pressure of a ticking clock and just a sprinkle of chaos? Well, now you can in Octagion, a fast, frantic, family-friendly word-building showdown that's equal parts clever and chaotic. Designed by Sean Hewitt and co-developed by Ashley Hewitt, you and up to a party of people will try and use your wits and your ability to find the right letters really fast to claim victory. It's the perfect mix of pressure and play. You think you have what it takes to come out on top? Well, there's only one way to find out. Come have a seat with me at the table and I'll teach you how to play Octagion. To get this fast-paced fun fest rolling, let's start with the setup. In the Octagion starter pack, you'll find the master deck, the competition deck. These decks consist of 48 cards with a letter and a number 1 through 8. You'll also discover the word cards. They have a green back on them. Treatment cards. They have a blue back, and countdown cards, and these have a red back. For your first game, just use the letter and word cards. Set aside the rest. We'll get creative with them later. Now, each player or team will get a deck of letter cards, and they will shuffle their deck. You may not rearrange or pre-sort your cards. Next, you'll get your timer ready. You can use a smartphone, a sand timer, electric timer, or better yet, head over to Octagion.com and use their official online timers. Not only are they accurate, but they provide music that helps set the tone for your high-stakes letter-laying showdown. And that's it. Setup is done. How easy was that? In Octagion, the object of the game is to find the right combination of cards to spell out specific 8-letter words using your own deck of lettered cards. Sounds easy, right? Well, here's the catch. You can't use more than one card with the same number. Score the most points by building the best variant, that's your version of the word, and the person or team with the most points after 8 rounds wins. At the start of each round, you will first choose a word. One player picks a word from the word card deck and reveals it to everyone. This is the word you're trying to spell, called the sequence. Each team may study the sequence for a moment and write it down and refer to it during a round if desired. Then, you'll set a 2-minute timer. Once the clock starts, it's go time. Each team will simultaneously build their variant. You will search through your deck for the letters you need and arrange them in order to match the sequence. But remember, no repeated numbers. Feel free to swap, slide, and rearrange as needed. And yes, dramatic gestures and intense eye contact with teammates is allowed. Say for instance the sequence is symbolic. I'll go through the deck and remove all the letters in the sequence to help me form my variant. Once all the letters have been found, I'll lock in any letters that are unique, meaning they have no other numbers. Then I'll start removing any duplicate numbers that I find in the sequence. So, for instance, this Y is the only card for this letter, and its number is 5. So, through the process of elimination, I know that any other letter card cannot have a number 5 on it. So I'll remove all other cards with that number. I keep doing this until I spell out the sequence, and each letter is a number 1 through 8. To help give you an idea of how many cards each letter has, you can look at the letter count reference card. If you manage to create the sequence before the timer runs out, yell out, "Got it!" That ends the round. The round also ends when the timer runs out. In either case, all players must stop adjusting their cards. Then, everyone tallies their score for the round. When scoring, only the first 8 letters count. If your variant has more than 8 letters, remove the trailing cards. Start with 8 points. You will subtract 1 point for each repeated number, wrong letter, or empty space in your variant. Individual cards are not penalized more than once. If you called got it, you will add 2 points if your variant is perfect. You will lose 2 points if it's not. Whoever has the highest total score after 8 rounds wins the game, and eternal bragging rights as the word-building wizard of the table. In case of a tie, the players share the... Wait, no. You play again. There's no sharing in Octagion. You build to win. Now that you learned the basics of word building and scoring, it's time to take a closer look at 2 important tools that can customize your Octagion experience: treatment cards and countdown cards. These optional decks adjust the difficulty and pacing for each round, perfect for tailoring the game to your group's skill level. Let's walk through how they work. Treatment cards are wild cards. They're good for just one use during the game. To make the game easier, use all 5 treatment cards. For a standard play, use 3. You can also use fewer or no cards at all to make the game even more challenging. Place your reserve of treatment cards off to the side of your play area and be ready to use 1 or more as a round closes. There is no penalty for using treatment cards. Countdown cards indicate the amount of time you are allowed each round. Times range from 45 seconds to 1 minute and 55 seconds. The top of each card is labeled with the difficulty level, numbered 1 to 3. 1 is for easier, longer times, and 3 is for harder, shorter times. Now that you're comfy with treatment and countdown cards, let's kick things up a notch. Octagion has a handful of mutation variants designed to twist the rules, crank the tension, and add some serious flavor to your rounds. Now buckle up, it's time to mutate. Mutation Alpha. Start with 2 minutes and shave off 5 seconds each round. By round 8, you'll be sweating. Mutation Beta. Allocate up to 5 treatment cards to each team based on their skill level. Give stronger players fewer or 0 treatment cards. After scoring each round, remove any used treatment cards from the game. Mutation Gamma. Use countdown cards to decide the round's time. Randomly select countdown cards at the start of each round and set the timer to whatever time is on the card that was drawn. Mutation Delta. Random word generator. Shuffle the countdown cards and place them face down in the center of the table. Do the same with the word cards. Now, draw a single random card from either team's shuffled deck. Flip all 3 cards. Add the number from the letter card to the bottom number on the countdown card. The total will be between 1 and 40. In this case, the total is 20. That tells you which word to read aloud from the word card. You can ignore the letter that is in front, just focus on the numbers. And boom! Randomized word, ready for action. Mutation Epsilon. Different words for each team. Each team generates their own random word each round, so everyone's solving a different word at the same time. You'll just do the same process we just did earlier, but each team will do their own number. Mutation Zeta. Using non-conforming words. Choose any 8-letter word, even if it doesn't perfectly match with the Octagion deck. Just be prepared to use treatment cards, because they may be needed to complete the word without repeating numbers. And finally, for my favorite way to play, the Virulent Octagion. This mode combines 4 variants into one glorious, chaotic game. Here's how to play. Give each team their treatment cards based on their skill level. And be fair. Or don't. It's your game. Shuffle and stack the countdown and word cards and place them in the center of the table. Each team draws a random letter card and places it beside the stack. Flip the top countdown, word, and letter cards. Add the letter card number from your deck to the bottom number on the countdown card to get a number 1 through 40. That's your number for your word from the word card. Return the letter card to your deck. use the time on the countdown card. Set a timer, then build like your score depends on it. After scoring, discard any used treatment, countdown, or word cards. Repeat for each round. It's fast, frantic, and fun. Once you've played Viral in Octagion, every other mode feels like a warm-up. And that's how you play Octagion. I'm Salomé Martinez, and I want to thank you for having a seat with me at the table. And I hope you get to teach Octagion to others at your table. Until our next Friday How to Play, remember to learn, play games, and always have fun. Adios.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another video from the Dice Tower. Hey, you want to learn more about us, communicate with us? We have a Facebook group, we have a Discord channel, lots of different ways to get involved with the Dice Tower. You can find that in our Linktree link below. So just click that, it will take you and you can communicate with us on Facebook, join our Facebook groups. There's lots of cool things that you can find and become part of the Dice Tower. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Tom Vasel.